What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video I am going to be ranking all Motherland Fort Salem Season 1 characters from the worst to the best. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe, as it does help a lot. And yeah, let's just jump right into this. So as I said earlier in a recent video, I really enjoy Motherland Fort Salem, the TV show now. Season 2 is not done yet, so we can't do Season 2, but I'm going to be ranking all these characters purely based on their Season 1 appearances, nothing for Season 2. But yeah, let's just jump right into this. So coming in, the first person is going to be Adil. I'm going to put him in so he's a really good character. I wouldn't say that he's a great character that deserves to be in, the love tier, like some of these other characters, but he is a really good character. I feel like his dynamic with Abigail, as well as his stance on being a peacemaker in this season, and just his goal of trying to get someone to heal Kalina, and then also try to go and save all of his tribe, and like sacrificing some of his morals just to try and go save his tribe. Was really good. It was really good stuff. So he goes in the light tier. Now, Abigail Bellwether. So this character is presented to us as a cocky character, and you don't really like cocky characters, and like that was kind of the point. It's because she came from like this high royalty or whatever for witches, so she was a little bit of a dislikable character at first. I'm gonna put her in the okay. I feel like out of the three people from our unit, she is definitely the one who is the worst, in my opinion, at least, because everyone has one of those people who just like think so highly of themselves, but they aren't really that good. And that is literally Abigail at the start of the season. Now, she does go through some character growth, so she starts there, but for me, the character growth is too slow in this season, and like the character growth really just picks up in the second season, which is why she only goes okay here. But if we were doing like the whole series, she'd probably be way higher. But yeah, I did not like this character in Season 1, particularly because of her start and just her condescending tone to everyone else. And now she does improve over the season, but I feel like it's kind of too little too late, and really just too slow. And as I said earlier, if it was including Season 2, she'd probably be way higher, but for now, she's just going to be in the okay. So this one is Sergeant Quartermain, who is like the lead sergeant or the lead like officer for training the first years. I'll put her in as well. I feel like she is also a really strong character, and we see her, come more as just like this by the book person in the first few episodes, and then she sees and she gets disillusioned by Alder, and she sees Alder do like these terrible things, and that really disillusions her, and like really causes a lot of tension with her dynamic with General Alder, which I feel like was a really good touch. So yeah, overall, also her friendship with our basically just golden trio is pretty good, so she goes in the like category. Now, yeah, these guys, they'll go in so this guy, he really doesn't appear that much. So it's really like he's just some guy that Abigail hooked up with during Belton or whatever. I forgot what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it was like episode 4 or something. So yeah, he really doesn't have that large of a role, and for that he'll just go in the category. And also, like, he might even go in dislike, because he and the other boy just kind of show Abigail's like arrogance in a way. So I don't know. I might move him to dislike, but for now he goes in okay. So I think that Abigail's cousin, Charvel, I think it is, Bellwether, she is an okay character in the one episode that she appears in, and really, she's more of a character, or she has more of an impact on the story after her death, because her death propels Abigail to do some things later on that she might not do if or she might not have done if Charvel didn't die and she just didn't see like the Camarilla attack her and kill Charvel. So she's a decent character in that regard, but as for when she was alive, I mean, she drives the plot forward by bringing the trio to the wedding, but other than that, she really doesn't do anything, so I think she's an okay character. So this is the other half of the duo, you know, with this guy who I don't know the names of, who Abigail hooks up with on belting. Now, yeah, they're both like pretty interchangeable. I've got no clue which one I like better. You know what? I think I like this guy better just because he came off like more humble at the start. And like yeah, so I don't know, like they're both pretty bad characters, pretty like they also don't really have that much screen time or impact on the story, so they'll just both go in Okay. Another bellwether, this is Petra Bellwether, Abigail's mother. I've got no clue where to put her, so you know, I'll put her in like. I'll put her in the bottom of like, because I really like her dynamic with Abigail, where she you know, she prioritizes her work over her relationship with her daughter, but we see that over the season that she really does care about Abigail, and we see that, you know, actually no, wait, I'm pretty sure, do we see it? I'm pretty sure we see it in the final episode of season 1, where she, you know, she's crying because she thinks that Abigail's dead. I think that's in season 1. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, like the end of season 1 and the start of season 2 really just are convoluted in my mind because there's really not a clear ending there. But yeah, I think that Petra Bellwether is going to go in like. Now, Grandma Bellwether, she's definitely ahead of these two boys, but again, not really that big of a role. She does get a little bit to do in season 2, but yeah, not really that big of a role in season 1, so she'll just go in the category. And you know what? The more I think about it, the more, yeah, these two are going into this like category just for like what they represent and bring to the story. Okay, Stilla Ramshorn, she's going in. I could put her in like she's I don't know what to do. You know. Okay, you know, I'll put her in love because she's a really interesting character. We see her at the start and she's like this mass murderer, and then we see, you know, she's kind of just manipulating Real, but over the course of the season we see her change and change her views and change her values. And she really goes through an amazing character arc that I think is even better than one of our 3 main characters, Abigail Bellwether, at least in this season. So for that, she's going to go into love. I also love her dynamic between her and Real. So yeah, she goes in love. Okay, this guy, Gary, I think, right? Gary. Yeah, I don't really like him. I think I'll go ahead of these two boys, but yeah, he's gonna go in dislike. Yeah, I don't know, like the whole thing about him, like the whole thing where it's trying to create tension between him and Tally, I feel like was done pretty poorly. I also just don't like how he just like didn't tell her, like why like I know he just tried to explain it away later, but yeah, I don't know. Also, you know, he's like him being in the story is kind of, you know, like putting a little bit of gray to Tally's morals, you know, because then she's like sleeping with someone who's like basically who's engaged, and like, you know, even if the wife or the engaged person, I don't know what to call that, yeah, so even if she does know, it's like it puts a little bit morally of a gray in Tally's morals, but I do like how Talia cut it off. So yeah, but he's still going in dislike. Now this Tally's friend, she'll go in above Grandma Bellwether. I don't know. She's a fine addition to the season, I suppose. She's just like someone who's Tally's friend and provides a little bit of a dynamic there. Not really given much to do over the season. She's just like one of the cadets, and she just shows up in like the wide shots and stuff. But yes, not really that much to do, so she'll go and okay, this guy. also forgot the name of, but he's a pretty good character. I think he'll go an okay above of Charvel Bellwether, but behind Abigail. I really like his dynamic with Rael, where they're both homosexual people, but they still like find a friendship even with this like super sexual time in Beltane. They still are able to form a friendship, and I like that about him. Now he only appeared in like 2 episodes, I think, but in those 2 episodes, I mean, he was fairly good. And I definitely think that he deserves to be in the okay tier. Now, like, see, this is tricky because the first time she appeared, it wasn't really her, so I'm not going to count that. So she really only appeared in 1 episode, where it's just plot related is her appearance. Just because she drives the plot forward a little bit more, I'm going to put her at the top of the ad. But, yeah, I mean, she's really just not that much of a character. She just drives the plot forward, where it helps Rael see that, Scylla isn't who she said she was. Okay, now, this person, Hillary, Gary's fiance. Oh, yes, that's the word, fiance. She really doesn't get to do anything, so she'll just go in the bottom of that, I suppose. Yeah, she, doesn't have that much screen time at all, so, yeah. I mean, just gotta put her somewhere, so I'll put her in the, Now, General Alder, this is an interesting one. Okay, crap, where am I gonna put her? I think, no, I'm not gonna put her in love, but I think I'll put her in the top, actually behind Adele. Yeah, I'll put her behind Adele. So, Alder's this person where, she's historically just a woman, with power. She's led the army for, her whole life, for, she's been around since the Salem witch trials, so, yeah. She has a long life, and she also has some convoluted morals, to say the least. She puppets the president, which is, in and of itself, pretty bad to get the president to do what she wants. But we always see, there's a reason. She justifies her actions no matter how horrible they are. And I feel like, you can see Alder's side, which I think is very important, as, she's a person who's pretending to be a hero, and she's not a hero, but you can see that she is trying to do her best, and she's trying to do what she thinks is best for the country. So I'll put her in now. Isadora is really another person who's just a character, but not really a character. I think I'll put her I'll put her above Charvel. But that's really it. For her, she's given a few lines and moments in the series, but she really hasn't been able to do much. So she'll just go in the okay tier, I suppose. Kalita, Adil's sister, she's gonna go in the like tier, above Petra Bellwether, but below Sergeant Quartermain. Okay, so she's a character that's really headstrong and really just doesn't sugarcoat her words at all, which she comes off really cross and condescending. But I really like her dynamic, especially with Alder, where she's so much younger than Alder, but she's showing Alder who's boss. She's I don't know, 500 years, or no, not 400 or something, 300 years younger than Alder, but she's still, ordering Alder around. I feel like that was pretty funny and pretty cool to see. And, yeah, I feel like Kalita is a really good character, and goes into, now. Okay, so this is the girl that died, who also has a little bit of a rivalry with Abigail. She'll go above Isadora. I think that she was good. I feel like, she kind of makes Abigail's character a little worse, I suppose, because, it's another thing where Abigail's a little condescending and, a little, too full of herself but I feel like she added a nice dynamic to the show, and the fact that she died was so meaningful because, these people are first years in war college. They are not even war college, they're just going through basic training. They shouldn't be put out there, and they shouldn't go out and fight the spree. So I feel like her death was really impactful, especially getting our main three characters to really just question things going on in the series. Okay, so Quarter, Scylla's ex-boyfriend, um, he'll go in okay, above Charvel. So he's like, I mean, he's also really plot-based, where he's like, he provides a circumstance where Scylla gets questioned for being part of the spree. So, I mean, he's a decent character, I suppose, in that where it's just like he was created to drive the plot forward, and once his death drives the plot forward, but once they didn't need him, they just cast him aside and killed him off. So yeah, he's okay, I suppose. Nothing too good, but nothing too bad either. Now Real is obviously going to go in the love tier. Also, Tally's going to go in the love tier as well. I think Tally's going to be behind Scylla, but she still deserves to be in the love tier. I feel like Real is really, we've really got three main characters, but I feel like Real is definitely like the lead character of the show, at least in my opinion. And I feel like I resonate emotionally with her more than definitely Abigail, and even a little bit more than Tally, though I feel like Tally is also a great character in and of herself, but Real really just gets like the most to do in everything. So yeah, I feel like she is the main character, and Tally's also a really good character. She has this power that no one else has, where she's like really good at seeing things and seeing magic. So that's a nice touch. And Real gets Witch Bomb, and again, Abigail in this season doesn't have anything. So yeah, there's that. And Real also has her healing powers. So yeah, I feel like Abigail in the season really really didn't do a good job, though they did improve on it in season 2. So Witch Father, put him in the top of N, I suppose. He's really not that good of a character. I mean, he's a decent character, I suppose. Really isn't get like too much to do. He's just a counterpart to Alder that really isn't given that much screen time or fleshed out that much. So he's going to go in at, and this one, I know you can't see it, but it is the balloon. And the balloon, the balloon was pretty good. I'll put it behind Quarter. But, the balloon having its own personality, I feel like was, or not its personality, but, like it was talking back to Scylla. I feel like that was a nice dynamic. Also, it's the Spree's murder weapon, so it definitely has, plot-based relevance. But I feel like the balloon's decent, it's not really a character, but it does signify something in this story, which is, really important. So yeah, that is going to be my tier list. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, as it does help out a lot. And yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you guys did, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video. Too easy!